You are more than motivation. You are a runner. One of the most common misconceptions in running is that you have to be motivated to stay running for the long term. Really? Do you think we stay running because we're motivated? What about on the days when work has kicked our ass? What about on the days when it's wet, or dark, or cold, or wet, dark and cold? There's no motivation there, but so many of us still make it happen. And I can give you the how based on research so that you can stay running even when times get tough. And it starts with learning about a theory of change model called COM-B. More specifically, it's a theory about how to change your behaviour, and that's the B in COM-B. We're all looking to create behaviour that has us running no matter what, and repeated behaviour is a habit. That's what we want. To be stuck in the most glorious habit there is, exercise. Motivation is a key ingredient, especially in the early days, but it's not the only ingredient. It's easy to be motivated when the going is good and the spirits are high. But when you start finding it hard, maybe you have less time in your day, or a job that makes you mentally or physically tired, or you get injured, you're going to need more than motivation then. Motivation is the M of COM-B, and arguably the most important to get your foot through the door. The easiest way I can put it is that to increase true motivation, you need to change the want in want to exercise to need, as in you need to exercise, or get, as in you get to exercise, which is a privilege not available to everyone. But you can't just click your fingers and it happens, and luckily you don't have to. The COM-B model suggests that you need more than one factor working at the same time to truly change your behaviour. It's time we go beyond the limits that motivation alone places on us. That's where capability comes in. That's the C in COM-B. Broken down, it's basically two components. That's psychological capability, as in do you have the knowledge and the mental stamina, and physical capability. Can your body do what you want it to do? And the good thing is, if you set about improving your knowledge by watching channels like this, reading, listening to podcasts, or joining a running club full of knowledgeable and helpful members, then you'll be able to set achievable goals for your current physical capability. So improve your capability by wanting to learn about the art of running rather than just running. Be passionate about it. It's more than motivation. You are more than motivation. So, what's the O then? It's opportunity. And that could be physical opportunity like cost or time constraints, or even where you live, city compared to countryside. Or it could be social opportunity, like not having any friends as insane as you. And this is where things like running clubs really come into their own. Ready-made nutters with ready-made routes and advice on cost of equipment and races. But here's the genius behind the COM-B model. To make it even easier, you really only need to affect 2 of those 3 in the early days. Capability, opportunity, motivation. And they all interlink together with each other, creating the most unbreakable behaviour and habit possible. Don't believe me? Give it a go in 2022. See what happens. No one is saying motivation isn't a key ingredient to behaviour change. It is. You have to want to change. In the early days, motivation might just be all you have. But it's an ingredient in a bigger picture. It's a yin, but there is also a yang. And in this case, another yang. And they balance and complement each other. You are more than motivation. You are a runner. You are passionate. You are driven. You are interested. You are resilient. You are resourceful. You are a runner. Because when your motivation disappears, or opportunities become harder to come by, or knowledge on how to overcome a hurdle becomes overwhelming, then you might just be able to take a step back and rely on a habit so strongly ingrained that you couldn't skip your exercise even if you wanted to. You've gone from a want to a need. But ultimately, you get to run. Because some don't. So now it's time to get up, get out, and get it in 2022. You are a runner.